Hey, good to see you again. There's always that one type of animation you avoid. For me, it's cycles. Walk cycles, run cycles, anything that has to loop forever. Because if it's wrong, it's not just wrong once, it's wrong over and over and over again. On paper it looks easy, just move the legs. But in reality, this is one of those easy to learn, painful to master things. So today I'm not pretending I love walk cycles. I'm just going to make one anyway and talk while I do it. This isn't really a tutorial, it's more like you sitting next to me while I try not to mess things up. So yeah, let's walk into it. Walks. I walk, you walk, everybody walks. It's one of the most basic things humans do. It's healthy, it clears your head, it burns a few calories. It's honestly kind of underrated. One of my goals this year is to take more daily walks. So naturally, as an animator, instead of actually doing that, I decided to animate one. Perfect logic, right? I picked Renamon for this. Specifically her cat-like walk from Digimon Tamers. I've always loved how she moves. It's not just a normal human walk. It's elegant, it's confident, a little bit relaxed, a little bit predator-like. It feels calm, but also strong. And honestly, I've wanted to animate it for years. I just never really had a good excuse to sit down and do it properly. Now I do. So the goal here isn't just make her move forward. I want that softness, that confidence, that gentle weight to come through. And like with anything in animation, it all starts ugly. Right now I'm just blocking the walk poses. If you've watched any animation videos, you know the drill. Contact, down, passing, up, and contact again. There are tons of amazing tutorials out there that explains this stuff in detail. But the short version is, these poses are like the skeleton of your walk. My personal workflow is very simple. Make it exist first, make it pretty later. If I try to make something look nice too early, I just get stuck. So I focus on, does this actually feel like walking? Even if it looks horrible. Especially if it looks horrible. This is how my brain understands a walk cycle. I don't think about legs moving forward. I think about weight being passed around. Your butt is heavy, your upper body is heavy, your legs are basically just there to take turns carrying it. So when one foot touches the ground, it's like it's saying, okay, I got it, give me the weight. Then on the down pose, it really takes it. On the passing pose, it's holding all of it. On the up pose, it's lifting and pushing. And then it hands that weight over to the other leg. Meanwhile, the upper body is constantly reacting so you don't fall on your face. That's basically walking. That's about all technical as my brain can handle, by the way. If you want the real deep, professional explanation, there are amazing teachers out there. I just think in dumb physical metaphors like butt weight. When I first started learning animation, I did everything wrong. I didn't do bouncing balls, I didn't do proper exercises, I went straight to characters. I couldn't draw properly, the anatomy was off. But no matter how ugly it became, I had a strong will to learn and understand movement. I had the animation survival kit and I treated it like a sacred book. I literally copied the walk cycle drawing and thought, yeah, I get it now. Which is not really how it works. But I think a lot of us did that at least once. You trace it, it moves, and you're like, wow, I'm an animator now. And then later you'll realize, oh, I don't actually know why this works. The reason I don't like doing walk cycles is because humans are really good at seeing when the walk looks wrong. We look at people walking every day. So even if you don't know anything about animation, your brain instantly knows when something feels off. Maybe the hips are sliding. Maybe the feet don't stick. Maybe the timing is weird. You might not know what's wrong, but you know something is wrong. And that's the hardest part. There's always this phase where your walk is almost good. You look at it and think, yeah, this is okay. But something still feels weird. It's like when you're modeling a character and it's not ugly anymore, but it's also not appealing yet. You're in this awkward middle zone. That's where most people get stuck, because you don't know what to fix. There are two things that always help me here. One is feedback. Not from random people who just say, looks good. but from someone who actually animates or understands movement. They can usually point at one tiny thing and go, yeah, that hip is drifting, or the step is too long. The other is just observing. We're literally making an illusion of reality, so the more you look at real movement, the better you get. If you want a ninja walk, watch ninja movies or documentaries. If you want a confident walk, watch confident people. If you want a tired walk, just go outside and look at people after work. Your brain will start to notice things you never paid attention to before. So, while I'm tweaking this, I kept asking myself, does she feel elegant? Does she feel relaxed? Does she feel like she knows where she's going? You can't fool yourself. If your animation doesn't convince you, it won't convince anyone else. You can make a walk that looks convincing, but to take it to the next level, just moving the feet isn't enough. A walk cycle is the perfect chance to show a character's personality. That's usually what separates a professional animator from a beginner. At some point, Renamon stops feeling like a rake and starts feeling like a character. And that's when I go, okay, there you are, finally found the right movement. So yeah, that's my lazy, unprofessional take on walk cycles. I still struggle with them, but I always like what they add to character when they start to feel right. And honestly, making Renamon walk like this has been way more fun than I expected. If you're also stuck on walk cycles right now, just know, everyone is. That weird, almost good phase is part of it. Anyway, thanks for walking with me. This was a short my starting video for this year. Things will get more exciting going forward. So, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Whoa. This video isn't even 8 minutes? I can't release it at 7. Okay, let me talk a little bit about the voting I did a few days ago. You might be assuming I'll make the winner next, right? And yeah, your assumption is correct. But that doesn't mean I won't be making the other two. So, don't be upset about the results. I've been thinking a lot about those Digimons lately, and honestly, one of the types of content I always wanted to make when I started this channel was Monster Hunter stuff. So I definitely want to do more Monster Hunter content going forward. So stay tuned, I'm really hoping this year will be great for the channel. Did I pass the mark? Oh, I did apparently. Alright, see you later. Wait, actually, see you soon.